Welcome to another spin on the NBN Wheel of Tales. Tonight, we tell a story not of battle or empire, but of kindness. A moment when two faiths met, not with swords, but with understanding. This is the tale of Islam in Ethiopia, and how a Christian king gave peace to a people on the run. Long ago, in the early days of a rising faith, a small group of people found themselves in danger. They followed a new path, the path of Islam. But in their homeland, they were not welcomed. They were mocked, haunted, and hurt. Their message was rejected. Their prayers were interrupted, and soon they were no longer safe. So the prophet, their guide and teacher, told them something unexpected. He told them to leave, not to fight, not to hide, but to go across the Red Sea, to a land where justice lived, a land called Abyssinia, a land we now call Ethiopia. There, he said, ruled a king, a Christian, yes, but a man of truth, a man who would not betray the innocent. And so the first Muslims, not warriors, not preachers, but families, crossed the waters and arrived at the court of the Negus, the Ethiopian king. He stood before him with nothing but their words. They told him who they were, why they had come, and what their new faith taught. The king listened, and when the enemies of these refugees came to demand their return, accusing them of lies and rebellion, the king did something rare. He said no. He said these people have done no wrong, and he gave them refuge. Not because they were rich, not because they were powerful, but because they were right to seek safety. The Muslims stayed in Ethiopia in peace. They lived among Christians. There were no temples taken, no insults thrown, no blood spilled. It was the first moment, maybe the only moment in that time, when two great faiths stood side by side, not as enemies, but as neighbors. Even today, many Muslims remember this, that in their time of need, a Christian king gave them shelter. That the first migration of Islam did not end in conquest, but in kindness. And Ethiopia, it became not only the land of ancient churches, but also one of the earliest homes of Islam. A tale not of power, but of peace. As the wheel slows and the tale fades, we remember, sometimes the strongest kings are the ones who choose to protect, not punish.